This has been a freaking amazing week for Perth, hey?
It's been incredible, Chris.
That start, so Monday, we get the call to do the pod with Volk, and we rock up in the car park, and as we're unpacking the gear, you just hear this big whistle, and you look up and it's Volker doing these ones, eh?
Just Hulk Hogan flexing. Yeah. How good was that for a welcome in, eh?
Oh, it was so good. That just got the ball rolling. Hey, that was such a fun pod. Head still sore from hitting the roof.
Yeah.
One Jack and Coke and I'm off, eh? So glad there was only one.
It was so good. I was so impressed and surprised, like, that they gave up so much time for us just to hang out. It just shows you they're the biggest legends, eh?
Yeah.
They're real ones since day one, like we mentioned on the potty, but the biggest fight of his career, a massive week of a schedule for them, and he gave up like 2.5 hours of just hanging out and doing a potty when he could be doing anything.
And Frank is such a solid dude, and you could just see the dynamics straight away. And Craig Jones is a legend as well.
Yeah, he's funny, hey?
Yeah, he's so funny.
Were you spun out when they were talking about how they love tension?
Oh, at the end? Yeah. Yeah, it's always a trip, eh?
Yeah.
Like Volk's like, saying he used to watch it and shit, and Craig as well. Last people you'd think, eh?
Craig texts his brother. Remember when he said, his brother?
Timmy texts Craig's brother.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And he said, I'd lose my mind if I met Chris White. How good's that, eh?
Yeah, that's trippy. That's when we were leaving the lift and we did the old, I pulled the camera out and the suitcase just opened and everything spilled out. We had to go back up again.
I needed the rusty tradie wear. I definitely didn't have the skills of Joel.
Yeah.
No, that was a perfect start to the week, and then it just got busier and busier.
Yeah. How good was your comedy night up at Scrappy?
Oh, that was fun. Did you enjoy it?
I was so sick. Yeah.
Shout out to all the Reapers crew that came, and just a lot of our friends and gym members from Scrappy. I think it was a fun night. It was good, and it was so good to see Ben get up and do something.
Oh, amazing. And to see Della out and about like fight week and he's still there, then Delby gets on stage and sings him that love song.
That was amazing.
Fuck, it was funny, eh? Put Della on the spot with his missus there, eh?
Oh,
so who's your hall pass? Where was Margot Robbie? Respect.
But he had to check with her first.
Yeah, did he check?
Yeah, that was unreal. And I just, again, Ben, like, biggest week of his career with him coaching Jack at a home event, and just decides to cram in comedy for the first time.
Oh, you
in
could
front
see
of all his like members and like fighters.
Who's actually really, really good.
Yeah.
He's got the confidence, I guess, from coaching. And he didn't try and be a stand-up comic. He just went up and told funny stories.
Yeah.
And they resonated really well with everyone.
And he's just got the perfect snatch voice for it, eh?
Yeah.
Because he sounds like every Guy Ritchie character.
Yeah.
That was fun, man. It was so good.
And then Wednesday, dude, the freaking open workouts. So you didn't come because you were hosting Bam Bam, hey?
Yeah. So look mental, man, those open workouts and the presser.
Oh, yeah. So the at the open workout, they've got all these crowds formed. They got to know one of the UFC. He's a security guard, but I just assumed he was like a local Perth guy. But then I bumped into him pretty much every day from that point on. So he's actually like he flies around with the whole UFC. So
what did he look like? I bet he was at the gigs I was doing too.
Oh, yeah. He was he looked like a mini version of Sean Connery as James Bond, but with a bit more of an accent. I always win.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. But some of those UFC guys were lads, eh?
Yeah. I got chatting to him, and he was like a Japanese jiu-jitsu guy, karate, kung fu. Like he's probably like killed people, I think.
Before the press workouts.
But he was pushing us aside. We were kind of beefing at the start because he was trying to move me along, and then we kind of grew on each other, and he let me stay in this pretty cool spot. And then Jack's car reversed out, and then he just hopped out in the crowd and going, Della. And it was so good.
That's so good.
And then, they got up there, did their thing, threw the rugby ball around. It was pretty cool. It was packed. Like Perth, Volk said it, every event or thing they put on, they didn't anticipate that many people. So the crowds were massive. You couldn't even see the stage.
Yeah.
Because there were so many people.
It felt like I've never been to a grand final week in Melbourne, but I'm assuming it had that kind of parade-like vibe for MMA fans.
Yeah.
Like every night there was something to do in the lead up to the big dance.
Yeah, that was, And again, we had Ty there and Timmy. We had a good little crew, so it was fun. And then I bailed there pretty early and come and quickly tried to catch up with you, eh?
Ty Tuivasa meet and greet event that I was emceeing, didn't even have to do anything because the same thing, the UFC shut it down, not shut it down, but the were not expecting the huge turnout of Perth people. And
is he a legend?
Yeah, and he was allegedly just on the biggest bend. So when his car rolled up, his driver and the UFC security came to the hotel staff and they were like, do you have face towels? We need face towels. And he walks past me and goes, fucking got to clean him up before he even sees anyone. And he goes, I was with him all day in Rottnest yesterday. And I go, oh yeah, I saw videos of that with Charles Oliveira and him. And they goes, looked like a fun day. And he goes, yeah, it was fucking fun for them, but not for me. I had to make sure they didn't drown. So he's on work
FTA time. As advertised. He needs a little towel just for his shoes.
Oh, he's seen the biggest legend.
Needs a shoe towel.
They had no face towels. Then he used a Howler Head shirt. And then I left like just before it finished. And then I saw footage of him with the Howler Head as a do-rag. He had a drip bucket. He was just steaming because he hadn't slept for like allegedly a day or so.
Yeah. And then the next day was the presser. And I thought, why aren't we using our connections? We should be in the press box asking questions. So we hit up a few people and then TiVo, man, she pulled through but she ended up giving us a hookup through the tequila sponsor. And we ended up basically on the stage. We were like right below the stage. It was like the most mental spot. So took Ty with me and then we were just wedged behind Islam Makhachev's camp. And then Benny Vickers, his whole family was there, and Josh and Ryan and all them as well, and a few of the other sponsors. So it was like, biggest hookup from TiVo. So thank you, TiVo.
Legend TiVo always pulls through, eh?
Yeah.
What was the vibe like? Because it looked like people showed out. It looked packed in there, man.
Oh, I was so busy. And just the booze on camera, they didn't capture how loud it was. In real life, I couldn't hear any of Islam's responses to the questions because the booze was so loud.
Do you reckon they expected it though? Surely they knew it was coming.
They knew it was coming, yeah. I talked to his head coach as we were walking out. I got a little bit of like a selfie video with him. He started cutting a promo, like, come watch the son. Like, it was funny, eh?
That's so good. He's like, tension, big word.
Yeah. And I raced from there to Craig had his seminar.
That's right.
And that seminar, man, it was packed. He said there was 200 people, but it felt like even more. And he did such a good job. Showed like a lot of the stuff that he'd been training with Volk, like late stage submissions.
And then he came and saw us.
Yeah, then I bailed. It was I don't know how I covered so much ground, but straight from the seminar, I missed the rolling at the end, and then I went straight to see you and Oliveira. Yeah,
he was next level popular. Man, he's a superstar. Hey, you always know how loved he is around fight fans and that, but I didn't realise. He crosses over, I swear. Like, there was so many girls there to see him as well.
Yeah.
And so at the Saint, which is, shout out to Matt, the Saint, absolute legend, that venue was sick for it and it was packed and they flowed basically the line to meet him through the venue, but then it had to go overflow into the car park around the shops. Like, it was huge outside, man.
It was a huge snake, like Slither.io.
Yeah, it was like the Queen was in town or something, like on the balcony, because he had to go out there.
Yeah.
The UFC crew got him, we snuck him in through the kitchen, and then he had to go out onto the balcony and just give like a king's wave to the people on the car park, and they just erupted.
Thumb up or down?
They were loving him, yeah. And it was fucking got all the Brazilians singing.
Yeah.
And he was next level. They couldn't even get through all the people.
Yeah, he had a good base. Try to heel hook him.
Yeah,
with that
how
photo
funny was that?
Couldn't budge him, mate.
Yeah. You actually were pulling him out. I saw security like take a step forward, thinking this is gone now.
Yeah, what?
He could have bashed both of us.
He didn't need security.
Yeah. No, but you see the UFC security, so they are very uptight.
I was too busy trying to reap the leg, but
yeah, they're like everyone's a threat to them, I reckon.
But the thing that shocked me was, so they cut the line off. He'd already been doing it for hours.
Yeah, he hung back.
And all the people that missed out, instead of being bitter, they just started doing that chant.
Yeah.
Were they like, do Bronx, do Bronx? Oh no, what were they saying?
Yeah, they were. And then there was a lot of them doing that Brazilian soccer chants and that.
Yeah.
Like
but it was so loud. I filmed that.
You can't get some good footage.
Yeah. And then you see him just run off into the kitchen.
Yeah.
But what a legend.
He was so... Yeah, he was a man of the people, man.
Yeah, the next day was Saturday then?
Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, so we had Eternal.
Which was epic.
Right. So sick. But yeah, funny enough, a couple of the boys, because it's been such a big week, they got IVs, and then that IV scandal just broke out. Hey, I can't believe it. Like, it's so gnarly. Who knows what's going on? Like, you see all the hooker tweets and all that.
Because you don't know what's like... Chinese whispers, like rumors that go around. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When the circus is in town, there's always someone who has a story like, oh, that guy was wasted at a pub, or this happened, and then you hear about this IV stuff, and now it's all starting to get a bit of legs.
Yeah, it's caught on. Hooker put tweets out and everything. So I think it's going to be one of them things where it goes down to USADA if they can like detect sort of stuff. And then Eternal, man, sitting front row, like you. Literally right there. We had some of the funniest visions again, hey?
Oh, yeah. We had the best view in the house. And
good fights, hey? Yeah, Eternal never ceases to disappoint, eh?
Yeah, and the crowd went wild when Stylebender and Hooker and Kai Kara-France and all that rocked up, eh?
Yeah.
And then we actually had the actual UFC on the Sunday.
Yeah.
So we've gone through so
that ended
much.
up going pretty late. So then, it was an early wake up. You picked me up in the morning, hey? You had the bonnet up.
Yeah. I was getting the tradie on. Yeah. Some say I'm the best mechanic in North Beach.
Yeah, you got it working the car.
Ish.
What was wrong with it? Didn't have windscreen wiper fluid.
Yeah, just water. It's always
solid
a tough one.
mechanic, yeah, solid mechanic.
I said it was the crankshaft though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And then we picked up Mitch, and then we bumped into Benny at the coffee shop pre Jack Della's coach, as in Benny.
And he had the most adorable shoes on I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, and then picked up Timmy, rolled in, and Hazard when we're pulling up. I thought it was going to be just mad crowds, but because of the gates being open from 6, it was kind of dispersed, hey. We just pulled in a park, went straight up, like it was all pretty mellow, hey. And then, it was just the day just kind of just got better and better, hey.
Yeah.
Once it hit the main card, and then I was so nervous before Della's fight.
Yeah, I wasn't nervous, eh?
Oh, and when he was fighting, I had full adrenaline, like I was the one fighting.
Yeah.
Because you just want him to do so good.
The atmosphere was insane for him. Like when he rocked up to AC/DC TNT,
yeah,
that's such a bang when everyone was getting around it, singing it.
Yeah.
That gives me goosebumps watching it back still.
Yeah, Ryan Gray's footage on the walking down the tunnel.
Bro, it was insane.
I had the same. I was just thinking about Josh, his brother, in the corner, and it brought a tear to my eye almost, hey. Like just seeing these brothers, seeing Ben, us knowing the time they've put into all this, and it's their dream and it's right in front of them. I get goosebumps just talking about it.
Yeah.
But it was so good to see him accomplish that. And then I watched back on Fight Companion and Rogan and all them. They're all like, he's the next big thing. Like everyone knows it.
Do you know what I was thinking? Yeah, they're loving him, and they're Ariel Hawani and everyone talking about him, like Luke Thomas, like he's blowing up. I was pissing myself last night just reflecting on some of the stuff filmed for Tension 11 though.
Yeah.
With Della and Ben on the beach at North Point.
Is that what it is? I have a file on my computer and it said Della prank, and I was like, what is that? I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah.
I was pissing laughing thinking about how good that's going to age.
Yeah. I even yelled out to Sarah, I was like, what's the Della prank? And she was like, I don't know.
Oh, don't show her. Yeah, I was like, that's for a big day.
That's sick. And then, what are your thoughts? Main event.
That's when I got nervous.
Sporting moments wise, when the whole stadium was standing up singing Land Down Under, I was like, this is the best sporting moment I've watched in real life, 100%.
Yeah, I got teary. It gave me goosebumps as well. Because I felt like it was just
stopped filming. I was filming and I was like, I've got to just take all this in. This is too good. And I looked around. I was like the only guy not filming.
Yeah. I was that guy that was having the camera there filming, but I wasn't actually looking through the camera. I was looking live.
So you were that double
because I
dipping.
wanted to like really soak it up as much as I could, but I needed to capture.
You hit it from yourself, eh?
Yeah. I go back and check at the frames is completely off.
You're filming the guy in front.
Yeah. But that was, I agree. That was one of the best live moments I've seen.
Yeah.
It was just that song, just everyone singing it, and it's the epitome of like the Australian underdog story, like never give up and just fucking back yourself in at any moment. I don't know, he just bleeds that kind of true blue collar spirit.
Yeah.
And the stage was set.
Yeah. He was doing better than he thought he would, I think. Like there was points where had that been anyone else, 100% he's taken him down and just smashing him out, which he ended up doing in the last round, which is why I think if he fights again, you'll see a different sort of tactic, hey?
Yeah, now he's got a feel for him.
Yeah.
Like feel the strength, feel of what sort of the game plan is.
Yeah.
I just love watching his footwork, his spatial awareness, Volker,
yeah.
his openings and his fakes that he throws.
He's so fast and so good.
He's so slick, man. He's striking.
Man, one more minute or one more round and he would have had him, eh?
Oh, I know everyone was saying it in the arena and probably thinking at home, but how good would it have been to see a 6th round?
Yeah.
Just because Volker, to finish on top like that and just wailing down on him punches. Like, regardless what the judges say, everyone knows that that's fucking a morale boosting.
Yeah. That was the day. Hey, and then after that, we'll just that car trip home. Hey, it's the whole week. It like builds up on you.
It hit me hard.
Yeah,
cooked me. Hey, at the end there, because everyone's kind of falling asleep in the car. Hey,
yeah, on the way home. Yeah, I was close. Because it's like an emotional build up as well. Hey, and then you just trying to recap everything you've seen. Yeah. Mental week. I can't wait for him to come back.